بمنتهى القوة والبسالة والشجاعة لإثبات أن الدفاع عن الأوطان ليس مرهون بالعدة والعتاد، ولكنه مرهون بمدى الإيمان الراسخ والعقيدة الراسخة في نفوس أبطالنا من رجال الشرطة المصرية. وهذا بالتأكيد ما حدث في معركة الإسماعيلية الخالدة في عام 1952 حتى أصبح هذا اليوم هو عيد لكل أبطالنا من الشرطة المصرية، بل هو عيد لكل المصريين. بالتأكيد مشاهدين البطولات التي يقدمها أبطالنا من رجال الشرطة المصرية مع رفقاء دربهم من أبطال القوات المسلحة المصرية البواسل استطاعوا بالفعل أن يكونوا بمثابة الحصن المنيع لهذا الوطن للحفاظ على أمن وأمان واستقرار هذا الوطن، لتظل مصر دائما واحة للأمن والاستقرار. وبالتأكيد فيما يتعلق بملف مكافحة الإرهاب استطاع أبطالنا من رجال الشرطة المصرية بالتعاون مع أبطالنا من القوات المسلحة ورجال القوات المسلحة الأبطال أيضا أن يحققوا حربا ضروسا وأن يواجهوا في حرب ضروس ضد الإرهاب وضد العناصر الإرهابية وحققوا نجاحات كبيرة نرصدها لحضراتكم أولا بأول في مختلف التقارير الخاصة بالقوات المسلحة، وكذلك أيضا من خلال النجاحات التي استطاعت الشرطة المصرية أيضا أن تحققها من خلال العمليات الأمنية الاستباقية والكشف الدقيق والمتابعة الدقيقة واليقظة الأمنية في العثور والكشف عن بقايا البؤر والعناصر الإرهابية، بل والمتابعة الدقيقة كذلك أيضا لكل ما يتعلق بالمتغيرات التي تحدث بشكل أساسي في الأنشطة الإرهابية ومنعها من الدخول إلى الداخل المصري. بالفعل مشاهدينا أبطالنا من رجال الشرطة المصرية قدموا الكثير من التضحيات والبطولات وما زالوا يقدمون يوما بعد يوم. هذه البطولات التي بالفعل تجعل من مصر آمنة مستقرة عزيزة أبية. وإلى جانب كل ما تقدمه الشرطة المصرية من خدمات أمنية وإرتقاء في المنظومة الأمنية، فهناك دائما حرص تام على الارتقاء بالعنصر البشري بمنظومة الموارد البشرية واتباع الأساليب العلمية في التخطيط الأمني بشكل أساسي، وذلك من أجل خفض معدلات الجريمة. وهذا هو ما أيضا نتابعه في التقارير اليومية الخاصة بوزارة الداخلية ونجاح الشرطة المصرية في خفض معدلات الجريمة نتيجة للأداء الاحترافي
professional performance of the Egyptian policemen and following the newest technological methods in combating crimes. Today is a national day for all the Egyptians, on which we celebrate all the sacrifices made by the Egyptian policemen, who would like to carry all the salutes for them and for the souls of the martyrs who provided their lives to make Egypt a good place, a stable place, and a secure place. The Egyptian policemen will always be the guardians of this country. Welcome, our dear audience, from the memorial of the unknown soldier in the police academy in Cairo, in New Cairo, where we celebrate today and cherish the most loyal men who are the guardians of this country and its source of pride. These men never saved an effort in offering their souls for this country. They are the Egyptian policemen on which whom we celebrate their National Day today, the 25th of January. We start the celebration today with the attendance of the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, President of the state, to the premises of the Police Academy in New Cairo, which is the first station in this celebration. We stand now in the tomb of the unknown soldier, which is the first station of this celebration, to put a wreath on that tomb to start the celebration of the National Police Day on the 25th of January, to celebrate a lasting memory written with letters of light in the history of Egypt, when the Egyptian policemen in Ismailia governorate fought a large number, estimated with 8,000 British soldiers who wanted to break into the establishment of the governorate and the police station in Ismailia governorate. However, the courageous policemen fought them and offered about more than 70 martyrs to defend this country. And they were able to succeed despite of the large number of the British armed forces. 70 martyrs of the Egyptian policemen were offered their souls to make this day immortal and to document the sacrifices made by the Egyptian policemen over generations. All these generations offer more and more to defend this country. Today, we celebrate, all the Egyptians all over Egypt celebrate this occasion as it became an oasis of security and peace, thanks to the efforts of the Egyptian police that fought terrorism over the past years. Without the sacrifices of the policemen and the armed forces, we would never had this stability and security that have been achieved in the new republic. The Egyptian policemen always develop themselves to cope with all the developments and the internal challenges in order to face the development in the organized crimes that's quickly improved or developed due to the technological methods that those criminals resort to. However, the Egyptian policemen usually face them and combat their actions. In 2022, Egypt launched the National Strategy for Human Rights. This strategy maintains the security and the dignity of the Egyptian citizen. The Ministry of Interior was the first respondent to this strategy and fulfilled the tasks of this strategy and reflected in the different sectors of the Ministry of Interior. For example, the presence sector that was changed into the social protection sector. It's not only about changing the name, it's also about changing the core of this sector. We will find that this sector of social protection is able to cope with the current changes in order to fulfill the needs of citizens and in order to improve the quality for the prisoners so they can be reintegrated. So there are also the rehabilitation centers where all the prisoners are rehabilitated and taught many crafts so they can be later on citizens who are able to provide for this country. And they can be rehabilitated to be reintegrated in this country. The rehabilitation center in Wadi Natrun and many other centers are usually established with the closure of 7 traditional prisons. In addition to a complete change in all the sectors of Ministry of Interior to cope with all the changes of the current time, like the service sectors, like the civil organizations and traffic services that have been smart and providing and putting many radars that protecting citizens from the high speed on bridges and in the highways. So the new Egyptian police is developed and suits the new republic, and we celebrate this in their anniversary of the 25th of January. We would like to salute and appreciate these men who provide their souls as a sacrifice for the Egyptian security.
الكرام، من هنا من مقر احتفال الشرطة المصرية بعيدها
the 71st anniversary of the National Police Day. Egypt celebrates its heroes from the Egyptian policemen who offered a lot of sacrifices to make Egypt always secure and safe and strong forever, and to make it an oasis for security and stability in this in this memory, wishing the Egyptian police a good year. Good morning, our dear audience. No matter how long the time is, the sacrifices of Egyptian policemen will always be in our memories and in our hearts. These sacrifices are renewed a year after another, as the Egyptian policemen offer their souls to maintain the stability and security of the Egyptian people. The sacrifices and construction. This is the slogan of the Egyptian policemen since the establishment of this great security system in 1805. The most outstanding sacrifices that are recorded in history with letters of light is the anniversary of the 25th of January 1952. This memory is celebrated every year at the same time to cherish what these men offered to maintain the stability and security of Egypt after fighting the British occupation in Ismailia Governorate. In fact, the slogan is not just words. However, it's translated into actions of construction and maintaining peace and security in loyalty to the oath taken by these Egyptian policemen after finishing their study in the police academy where we celebrate today's anniversary. A while ago, the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and a large number of state figures arrived in this celebration. Indeed, all of Egypt celebrates our heroes from the Egyptian policemen, and now we are waiting the arrival of the President in the celebration hall in the police academy. This great establishment that always cherished science and knowledge to qualify the policemen using the newest scientific methods. This is one of the oldest police academies worldwide. Of course, our dear audience, these capabilities and sacrifices offered by the Egyptian policemen, not only at the security level, in addition to the scientific planning to develop this system, the Minister of Interior also considers this task a very important one due to the establishments and the construction of the new republic. Indeed, the Egyptian police system works with the newest scientific methods to provide the different security services and public services to cope with the inclusive development that Egypt enjoys currently. Stability, security, and peace that our dear country enjoys helped in achieving this development, which is the main brick in the new republic, and stresses also the fact of the new republic. Indeed, the Ministry of Interior follows many scientific and technological methods in the different services that it offers, including the detection of the sites and of terroristic groups, including the proactive security operations to prevent the different terroristic actions. In order to reach also the different variables happening within these groups. Moreover, the Ministry of Interior combats the drug dealing in Egypt, not only by arresting those dealers, but also by raising the awareness in the different centers where youth are gathering, including clubs, universities, and schools, to prevent our young people to fall in this danger. Besides different public services like the licensing and the new systems followed by the traffic department to make all the citizens obliged with the new traffic rules by limiting the high speed in order to achieve the smooth traffic. These are the directives of the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi here in this academy, in this celebration of last year, when he said the ultimate purpose of this state is having a police system that is capable and aware of the nature of this phase and can maintain the stability and security of this country, which is done by the Ministry of Interior, represented in officers and employees, to develop the security system and cope up with all the variables happening in the current phase. So the Egyptian police has always a proactive step in detecting these crimes before happening. This is a good evidence, as Egypt went through many things that could affect our country negatively. Without the protection of God and the wise leadership, in addition to the efforts exerted by the policemen and the armed forces, who were able to face all the conspiracies against Egypt, whether internally or externally. This was all achieved thanks to a police system that is aware of the current phase and has a proactive step to detect whatever being organized overseas, including conspiracies and terrorism. Today we are celebrating the 71st anniversary of the police, of the Egyptian police, and the attendance of the President here is a good honor for these men. We cannot also forget the martyrs of the police and the armed forces. Of course, we salute their souls, who prefer to be immortal in the sky rather than staying on the ground. We also salute their families who suffered from their death. In order to maintain Egypt's security and stability. Indeed, our audience in this day, where we feel and sense the different vibes of nationality and patriotism. We remember Ismailia battle to honor and appreciate all the efforts exerted by the Egyptian policemen for their continuous services to the Egyptian citizen. Many facilitations made by the Egyptian police completely to the citizen, to the different services like civil service organization and issuing the work permits and travel documents. In addition to the Ministry of Interior keenness on dealing with people with special needs and all people in facilitated and new methods. This country is always generous and always has good men who belong to this country. So the Egyptian policemen are heroes, with the heroes of the armed forces who are the guardians of this country against any aggressor. Of course, we'd like to salute the Egyptian policemen who maintained this country and were loyal to their oath, the oath to make Egypt stable and secure.
عيد الشرطة 71. عيد الشرطة 71. الشرطة 71.
لازلنا مع حضراتكم مشاهدينا الكرام في هذا اليوم الحافل بالعزة والكرامة الوطنية والذي نحتفل فيه مع
national dignity and pride on which we celebrate with our heroes from the Egyptian police to cherish their soul that's full of patriotism and belonging to this country within the current conditions in Egypt and the whole world. Without the national unity and coherence in this area full of turmoils and crises, Egypt wouldn't have been secure and stable. Thanks to the efforts of the Egyptian policemen. In this celebration, we have the Major General Sameh Nabil, the head of Information Department. It's an honor to have you here and to be honored by the President during this celebration of the 71st anniversary. Congratulations. Thank you. In fact, we always consider the efforts and sacrifices of the Egyptian policemen are continuous. As the head of the Department of Information in the Security sector, you play a vital role with your accurate information in all the fields, whether combating the organized crimes before happening or combating terrorism through the proactive security operations. Please talk to us more about this Department of Information and the role you play. In fact, the Ministry of Interior pays a great attention to the information because no system succeeds by chance. However, there should be accurate information and organization in addition to a great teamwork. In fact, the ministry succeeded in establishing a security belief in the mindset of each officer over generations. It's a continuous one that is developed over generations. Thanks to God, we feel that we are working in a successful system that can move on and make achievements. As for the public services offered now for the Egyptian citizen, what about the facilitation of these services using the newest technological methods in different fields? Please talk more about this issue. This was a presidential and ministerial directive which is facilitating things or services for citizens, how to make the citizen feel and experiences good treatment in different sectors. For the civil status, for example, cars can move to the different towns and villages so people can get their services like licenses, IDs, at the level of the human resources. Dealing with the prisoner has been changed. The prisoner's name changed into a guest. This is a new concept, the slogan of citizen first. How to offer quick and easy service for the citizen with a high dignity maintained. On this specific day, in which we celebrate the memory of Ismailia battle, where the Egyptian policemen provided a great example defending the country, which is not only about the weapons, but it's also about the belief that is well established in the mindset of the Egyptian policemen, who still have this belief inside their souls. How did you maintain this? I'd like to start this track actually. When the student joins the police academy, he learns at the beginning the meaning of home country and the meaning of responsibility and loyalty. This is what we teach the students who graduates to be officers, who forget about their own families. They just care about their countries and how to maintain it secure and safe. Over generations, this belief is developed. It can never be reduced. We are proud of what we can see from our colleagues and our students. They can endanger their lives and sacrifice their souls to maintain Egypt and every Egyptian citizen. I can never believe that this mentality is elsewhere. Egypt was able to develop this mentality. Thank you so much, Major General Sameh Nabil, the head of Information Department in Security Sector. And congratulations for your... We are still with you on this very specific day on which we celebrate the memory of Ismailia battle of January 25th of 1952, which is the National Police Day.
عيد الشرطة 71.
دايما جاهزين
دايما جاهزين
دايما جاهزين
جاهزين
جاهزين احنا دايما جاهزين
دايما جاهزين
دايما جاهزين
دايما جاهزين
دايما جاهزين.
عيد الشرطة 71.
هي مصر تحتفل بأبطالنا من رجال الشرطة
for all their sacrifices and efforts that have been and still being provided every day to maintain the safety and security of Egypt and to make it able to be developed. As we can see in Egypt, after winning in the battle of terrorism, it has been able also to achieve victory in the battle of the development by establishing the new republic in cooperation with the Ministry of Interior and different Egyptian entities. It's an honor to have Dr. Amr El-Lisi, the head of Organization of Islamic Cooperation Unions. Welcome and congratulations for Egypt for this anniversary. It's a very special day in which we feel more proud of being Egyptians and that the Egyptian policemen are heroes and provided everything for this country. How do you see the importance of this day and the attendance of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi in this special occasion? First, let me talk as a son of a police officer, because my father, may his soul rest in peace, was an officer, and I'm proud of this. And I'm proud also of the heroism of 1952 and how the Egyptian police and the police officers were able to fight occupation and maintain the dignity of Egypt. This is the history that we are proud of. That's why it's a very important memory for us. I'm also proud of what the Egyptian police achieved in different sectors. They play an amazing role in the social action and in the social work, including the low prices initiatives and the initiatives to support the people with the special needs. The police is a guardian for the internal security, and it also plays a pioneering role in the social action. Hence, honoring the police leaders and their amazing role and sacrifices is a very good thing that we all respect. We are here today to deliver a message that we are with them and support them. As I told you, sir, on this day, we sense the belonging to this country, and that we as Egyptian citizens should play a role in cooperation with the police and the armed forces under a wise leadership that was able to establish the new republic, which is a modern state. The Ministry of Interior plays a great role in this sector. First, let me salute the Minister for the technological achievements today. When we travel abroad, we can feel the difference. In the past, when you try to get any document, you would need time and effort. But today, you can get your ID and license and any other documents online in no time. The technological leap made by the Ministry of Interior should be appreciated, because we can cope up with the major nations in technology and facilitating services for citizens, which is an inherent part in the work of police. The police didn't only play the role of security, they also played a social role. This is what we talk about in the New Republic, which is a technological developed modern state with a police system that cope up with every new thing in all the fields and different frameworks. Of course, we're happy with the achievements at the social and technological levels. Thank you, Dr. Amr El-Lisi, and congratulations. Thank you so much. Dear audience, we are still waiting the arrival of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi to the premises of this celebration, so we can start the celebration of the 71st anniversary of the National Police Day. We would like to offer the salute for the heroes of the Egyptian police for their heroism and sacrifices and great services to the Egyptian citizen.
عيد الشرطة 71. عيد الشرطة 71.
أهلا بكم مشاهدينا الكرام.
Hello again, our dear audience, from the Police Academy, where we celebrate the anniversary for all Egypt, not only for the Ministry of Interior, the 71st anniversary of the National Police Day. On this day we cherish and celebrate what these heroes offered in Ismailia battle. The gathering of policemen is renewed every year and increased a year after another to face all the challenges facing Egypt internally. But the courageous Egyptian policemen are able to face any crisis thanks to increasing their quality here at the Police Academy and developing the security system. Remembering what happened here a few months ago in the Police Academy, specifically on the graduation day of a new batch from the Police Academy, we still remember the role of women police and developing this sector to fulfill the needs of all citizens and maintain the security and dignity of Egyptian people. In this meeting, we have Major Hind Alam from the training sector. Good morning. Today's honoring by the President on such an important day, what is the importance of this honoring for you? Of course, it's a great honor for me to be honored by the President. This is a very great thing. I'm one of a large action group representing the Ministry of Interior especially the women police who play an important role inside the ministry, highly trained officers and staff. So this is a pride for us all in women police to play a role in the ministry and the society and to be honored by the president. Let me ask you about the role of the training sector and the women police in particular to develop the security system in the new republic. The role of women police in the training sector is improving the skills of a women officer in the different aspects, increasing the fitness and her level at all the training aspects in order to be able to cope with the different crimes and dealing with women outside this system. For example, there are women police everywhere, whether in police stations or civil service organization and social protection sector and police academy and everywhere in the Ministry of Interior. You can find women police in any also service place, so they should be trained and their skills should be improved. The ministry pays great attention to the training for the women police. This is a very important role reflecting the national strategy for human rights launched by Egypt in 2021 that was quickly translated by the Ministry of Interior into actions. At the end, what is the message that you can deliver to the Egyptian people and the Egyptian women police? Of course, this is a great occasion. 25th of January, it's not an anniversary for police only, but it's an anniversary for all Egypt. It is a day where police and people work together to fight the aggression of British occupation. We are from these people. We just live to protect them, asking God to help us serving this country. Thank you, Major Hind Alem from the training sector in the Ministry of Interior, and congratulations for your honor. Dear audience, as usual, the Egyptian police always develops the services offered to the audience. A good evidence of this is the active presence of women police and the role they play in reducing the crowdedness and congestion in the places where citizens can get their services, like the civil service organization, and adding the technological element in this sector, which mitigated many of the difficulties for the citizen, in addition to maintaining the safety and security of Egyptian people. The Egyptian police does not only play a security role, it also plays a humanitarian and social roles, as we could see in Kullana Wahed, or We Are All One initiative in many different editions. This initiative provides strategic goods for the Egyptian citizen with reduction percentages reaching 60%. As Major Hind Alem said, the Egyptian people are part and parcel of the Egyptian police, as police and people are one.
الكرام، ما زلنا مع حضراتكم في هذه الاحتفالية الخاصة ب
Dear audience, we're telling you from the celebration of the National Police Day. It's an honor to have Dr. Layla Takla, who's called the mother of Egyptian policemen, for her continuous defense of Egyptian policemen. She's also the wife of Dr. Abdel Karim.
العصرية في العالم العربي. دكتورة ليلى أهلا بحضرتك.
أهلا بيكي.
Hello, Dr. Layla. Congratulations for the honoring of Dr. Major General in this celebration by the President. This is a good thing, and it's not a new thing for the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, who appreciates people and encourages them, who represents a role model for the young people to respect the experienced people and gives credit to those who offered for this country. And the Egyptian army and police offered a lot. The Egyptian army is 7,000 years old, and the Egyptian police is one of the oldest police systems worldwide. I advise people to read the history, to appreciate the role, so they can help the police. The police in Egypt do many things that police doesn't do in many other countries. For example, the police helps in reducing prices, facing the addiction problem, and reducing the family problems also. So we should cooperate more with the police. And this celebration enhances this fact. Dr. Layla, how can we have again this spirit that we had during the Ismailia battle in combating terrorism and defending this country, especially in this phase? The spirit is still there, but we as Egyptians, we remain calm for some time and think only about ourselves. But when problems happen, we let this selfishness go and think about the good interest for everyone. This happens all over the world, but we should know that our current conditions in Egypt are better 1,000 times than everywhere. Egypt will always remain proud and stable and secure. Indeed, and President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi restored the belonging that we lost. Thank you, Dr. Layla Takla, for this meeting. You indeed deserve the honoring by the President. We are still with you in this celebration of the 71st anniversary of the National Police Day, and we're waiting for the arrival of the
التي دائما ما تفيض بالخير والتي دائما ما تنجب رجالا ينتمون إلى هذا
Men who belong
الوطن
to
والتي
this
دائما
country
ما لا يتوقف أبدا الانتماء
with
الخاص برجال
none
الشرطة المصرية
stopping,
وأبناء
none ceasing,
هذا
giving
الوطن.
by the Egyptian
وبالتالي نحن
policemen.
اليوم نحتفل
So
جميعا
today,
كمصريين
we all as
بالذكرى
Egyptians celebrate the
71
71st
للشرطة
anniversary
المصرية.
of the
يشرفنا في
Egyptian
هذا اللقاء
police.
أن تكون معنا
It's an
الدكتورة
honor
منى
in
الفقار
this interview to have Dr.
المحامية
Mona Fakar,
وابنة
the
الفنان والمعلم والأستاذ وضابط الشرطة الراحل صلاح ذو الفقار. أهلا بحضرتك دكتورة منى.
اهلا بيكي اهلا بيكي.
welcome Dr. Mona.
النهارده سيتم تكريم حضرتك من قبل
You will
السيد
be honored
الرئيس.
by the president today,
تكريم
right?
الوالد هيتم
My
تكريم
father,
صلاح ذو الفقار
Salah the
أنا
Fakar,
هنا بصفتي بنته
who was the artist and the police, the actor and the policeman.
حضرتك شايفة المعنى الخاص بيه إيه؟ يعني هي رجال
How do you
الشرطة
see the
المصرية
importance
دائما
of
ما
this
يقدمون
honoring?
الكثير من
The Egyptian
البطولات
policemen
والكثير
always
من الخدمات الجليلة
provide
لهذا الوطن
many
والتكريم.
heroism
بتشوفي معناه
and great
وأثره.
services for this
أنا
country.
سعيدة جدا
How do you
إنه
see the
السنة
impact
دي
of this
بيتم
honoring?
تكريم
I'm very
أبطال
happy
الشرطة.
that the heroes
البطولات
of
اللي
policemen
بيقوموا بيها
are
ضباط
honored
الشرطة
this year
واللي ليا الشرف
for
إن
these
والدي منهم
for their
بطولات
heroism.
كبيرة جدا ومهمة جدا
That is
وفي
very great and
مراحل
important
مختلفة من تاريخ مصر. فوالدي
all
مثلا
over the history
صلاح
of
ذو
Egypt.
الفقار
For example, my father, Salah
قبل
the
معركة
Fakar,
الإسماعيلية ونقل نفسه من كلية الشرطة
volunteered
كمدرس
before
إلى
the
الإسماعيلية
Ismailiyah
عشان
battle
يشارك
and
في
moved
المقاومة
from the
وشارك
academy to Ismailiyah
وبالتالي يشارك في
in order
معركة
to
الإسماعيلية
participate
وكان من
in the
أبطالها.
resistance and participate
أنا
also
شخصيا
in
ما أعرفش
the battle.
التفاصيل اللي حصلت
I do not
لكن
know the details of
اهتمام
this
وزارة
battle, but
الداخلية إنها
the Ministry of
توثق
Interior
البطولات
attention
وتكرم
to
كل
document
الأبطال
this heroism
الموجودين
and
وحتى
honor
اللي
all
رحلوا
the heroes
ده
who are
شيء
still with us
جميل
or who died is a
وكريم
great and generous thing.
ويعني زي ما بنقول يعني
And as we say,
يشجع كل الأجيال إنها كمان
encourages all
تكمل
the
تبقى
generations
أبطال.
وزي حضرتك
to
بتشوفي
continue
إنه
this
الأجيال
path.
المتعاقبة من أبطالنا من رجال
How
الشرطة
do you see
مستمرين بالفعل
the
في
continuity of the
التأكيد على هذا الانتماء
continuous
للوطن من خلال
generations
الخدمات
of
المختلفة اللي
policemen
بيقدموها سواء
to
أمنيا
provide for
لحماية
this
الوطن
country,
وأيضا
whether at the
الخدمات
security
الأمنية
level
للمواطنين.
to protect this
بدون
country
شك
and to the public
خدمات
services.
متنوعة وكبيرة.
Doubtlessly,
دلوقتي
the
بقيتي على
services
الكمبيوتر
are various
بتطلعي كل
and
الورق والشهادات
everything is
وبيسهلوا
computerized.
وييسروا لكن كمان
In
بيضحوا
addition,
بحياتهم كل يوم.
they
يعني احنا ما
sacrifice
نقدرش
their
ننسى
life every
إن
day. We can
في
never
شهداء
forget
للشرطة
that
طول
there
الوقت
are
وهم
martyrs
بيقاوموا الإرهاب
from the
وهم
police
بيدافعوا عن أمن الوطن
all the time,
وأمن
defending the
الرأس.
country and
أنا بشكر
combating
حضرتك
terrorism.
دكتورة منى ذو الفقار.
Thank you,
شكرا
Dr.
جزيلا
Mona
وألف
the
مبروك على
Fakar,
تكريم
and
الراحل صلاح ذو الفقار.
congratulations
شكرا
for the
جزيلا
honoring
لحضرتك.
of your father.
ألف شكر. كل سنة وأنتم طيبين.
كل سنة وحضرتك طيبة وكل سنة وكل مصر طيبة. كل عام وكلنا المصريين طيبين في هذه الذكرى 71 للشرطة المصرية، مقدمين كل التحية
Wishing all the best in the 71st anniversary of the Egyptian Police Day.
عيد الشرطة 71.
دايما جاهزين.
دايما جاهزين.
دايما جاهزين.
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 جاهزين. احنا دايما جاهزين.
دايما جاهزين.
دايما جاهزين.
دايما جاهزين.
دايما جاهزين.
عيد الشرطة 71. عيد الشرطة 71. الشرطة 71. عيد الشرطة 71.
دايما جاهزين.
دايما جاهزين.
دايما جاهزين.
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 جاهزين. احنا دايما جاهزين.
دايما جاهزين.
دايما جاهزين.
دايما جاهزين.
دايما جاهزين.
عيد الشرطة 71.
السيد رئيس الجمهورية. السلام عليكم. كل سنة وانتم طيبين.
Peace and blessings of God be upon you.
عيد الشرطة 71.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of God, the greatest, the compassionate, the victory only made by God. God is indeed wise and proud. Oh God, please do not put hurdles for us. You gave us the honors and saved us from the different ordeals and made us a strong nation. The victory sign is over our map all over the time till the time ends. O Egypt, the paradise of the world and the crown of the time, you always sought the help of God, and no one seeks the aid of God can be defeated. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, the President of the State, August Assembly, there are moments, are timeless, like the one we live today in your place, while participating in the celebration of Ministry of Interior, in the memory of one of the greatest memories of courage and of brave men whose memory will remain. The best thing to start with is verses from Holy Quran by the young reader Aziz Gamal.
يستبشرون بنعمة من الله وفضل وأن الله لا يضيع أجر المؤمنين الذين استجابوا لله والرسول من بعد ما أصابهم القرح للذين أحسنوا منهم واتقوا أجر عظيم الذين قال لهم الناس إن الناس قد جمعوا لكم فاخشوهم فزادهم إيمانا وقالوا حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل فانقلبوا بنعمة من الله وفضل لم يمسسهم سوء واتبعوا رضوان الله والله ذو فضل عظيم صدق الله العظيم.
صدق الله العظيم. السادة الحضور.
Dear attendees,
الأيام إن تميزت عن بعضها
if the days are different, to be distinguished, the most thing distinguishes them is representing great memories that we are proud of and represent the days before January 25th, 1952, the fact that Egyptians are able to write the history, days on which the great bloods of policemen and the citizens were mixed in a national battle that symbolizes every year the renewing of policemen believed to give an offer over the time, to represent the fact that the Egyptian police is up to the responsibility. Today I start a long journey for search. I know it's hard work, but it's very enjoyable to search in the heroism of the Egyptian police and the history records. I took this road out of my love to the country and in appreciation to the loyal men. But where to start searching in this great history? Tens of articles, hundreds of books and references, research papers and photos. It's 12 a.m., doctor. It seemed that I chose a large topic. I don't know where to start. You're right, the history of the police is long and great. You see all these books? They are just a simple part of the most rare and beautiful heroism stories. I know the search is difficult, but it's worthy. I will narrate the whole story before Ismailia battle. Do you know when it started? Of course, when the Egyptian government cancelled 1936 treaty. Of course, the Egyptian police was in the front line, who made a rare heroism. For example, the officer from Antara police station who gave weapons for the resistance groups. He stored the weapons and sent them to them.
مين؟ ما تخافش يا حبيبي.
Don't be afraid. It's me.
خير يا أم. يا ابني
What's the matter?
حاجة من صباحية ربنا.
مفيش وقت. لازم أسلم السلاح للفدائيين حالا.
بس استنى لما اخطفوا ابنائي يطمنونا إن الطريق أمان.
طريق أمان؟ أنت إزاي تسيبيهم يعرضوا حياتهم للخطر كده؟
يا ابني ما هي مش لوحدها، معاها راجل قد الدنيا أهو. وهو أنت يعني تعرض حياتك للخطر ومستكتر علينا نساعدك؟
اطمن، انا اتاكدت ان مفيش دوريات في الشارع.
تقدر تنزل دلوقتي يا خالو.
انا جايه معاك، هشيل معاك السلاح والذخيره.
لا، كفايه قوي اللي انتوا عملتوه. خلوا بالكم من نفسكم. خدي بالك منهم يا ام.
ربنا ينصرك انت وزمايلك وترجع لنا مرفوع الراس.
يلا مفيش وقت.
قلبي معاك في كل خطوه بتخطيها.
ربنا ينصرك يا ابني يا رب.
الملازم الأول حافظ عفيفي، قائد نقطة شرطة التل الكبير.
مكتوب هنا إن ضباط الشرطة المصرية ساعدوا العمال اللي رفضوا إنهم يتعاونوا مع معسكرات الاحتلال.
حافظ عفيفي كأني شايفه دلوقتي واقف وسط العمال على رصيف محطة القطر. هم محوطين، بطل وسط أهله وناسه.
على جثتنا اننا نعتب معسكرات الانجليز تاني.
بعد اللي بيعملوه يبقى نشوف ازاي يعملوا اشغالهم من غيرنا.
لو في ايدينا سلاح